He wasn't the biggest, fastest, or tallest, but he excelled at several different sports, and boy, could he catch a football. Hello again, and welcome to another edition of the Fifth Quarter Show Legends, a weekly look at the most legendary Hamilton Tiger Cats. I'd like to offer a big thank you to all of you who've watched Legends since episode 1 dropped back in November. And it's great to see so many of you sharing your thoughts, your memories, even questions in the comments section. And to all the new viewers, welcome aboard. Through this series and its twin off-season feature called Seasons, it's my goal to entertain and educate Ticats fans and all CFL fans about the best of the best who played, coached, and managed in Hamilton. I can honestly say that I, too, have learned a few new things about the Ticats that I did not know before. Episode 20 of the Fifth Quarter Show Legends will highlight the amazing life and career of Tommy Grant. Tommy Grant was born in Windsor, Ontario on January 9th, 1935, and attended J.C. Patterson Collegiate High School, where he excelled in football, baseball, track and field. You name it, he did it. Basketball as well. He was the first athlete to earn first-team All-City honors in football and basketball in 3 straight years in the early 1950s. Playing quarterback and halfback, Grant led his high school football team to a perfect 21-0 record, as well as 3 championships. On the basketball court, Grant broke scoring records and guided his high school to an All-Ontario title in 1954. And he won 28 medals, including 13 gold in the 100 and 220-yard dashes, 880-yard relay, and the broad jump. Grant even played baseball in the Detroit Tigers minor league system, where he played center field and signed a professional contract worth $2,500. He played in the Jamestown Class D Pony League and the Idaho Falls Class C Pioneer League before deciding that football would be his primary focus. Grant was an all-star with the Windsor AKO Juniors and played in the 1955 Canadian Football Championship against the Winnipeg Rods, but they lost 19-13. The following year, Grant joined the Tiger Cats as a halfback, flanker, and kick returner, and won the IRFU's Rookie of the Year award with 133 rushing yards, 236 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. Grant and the Ticats won the IRFU in 1957, going 10-4. Swept Montreal in the 2-game East Final, and then blasted Winnipeg 32-7 in the 45th Grey Cup. Grant took a big leap in 1958 with 30 catches for 756 yards and 7 touchdowns. Hamilton went 10-3-1 and swept Ottawa in the East Final, but they lost to the Blue Bombers in the Grey Cup. Grant scored 3 more receiving TDs in 1959 as the Ticats dominated the league again. But Winnipeg got the better of them once more in the Grey Cup. Grant had a great year in 1960. Hamilton, though, did not. He made a career-best 44 catches for 758 yards and 8 touchdowns, but the Cats finished 4-10 and went from first to worst. Hamilton flipped the script, though, in 1961 by winning 10 games, despite seeing Grant limited to just 3 regular season contests. The Ticats went to the Grey Cup for the 4th time in 5 years, but lost to Winnipeg in the first championship that needed overtime. Grant enjoyed his most explosive season as a kick returner in 1962 when he fielded 20 kicks for 615 yards, including a 105-yard touchdown return against the Alouettes. But despite another first-place finish, the Ticats lost to Winnipeg in the Grey Cup's Fog Bowl. Grant earned his first CFL Eastern All-Star Award in 1963 after he made 40 catches for 834 yards and 7 touchdowns. He also won his second Grey Cup ring after the Ticats beat BC. The 29-year-old enjoyed his finest season in 1964. He was named the league's most outstanding Canadian and a CFL All-Star thanks to a career-best 44 catches for 1,029 yards and 7 touchdowns. Hamilton won the East again, but they lost their Grey Cup rematch against Joe Cap, Willie Fleming, and the BC Lions. Grant found the end zone 5 times in 1965, as Hamilton finished first in the East for the 5th straight season and went all the way to the Grey Cup, where they beat the Blue Bombers. He scored a career-high 8 touchdowns in 1966, but Hamilton's quest for a second consecutive title ended against Ottawa in the East Final. Grant was held to just 10 catches in 1967 and did not score a touchdown all season. But Hamilton's defense was lights out at the end of the year and led the team to a Grey Cup win over Saskatchewan. Grant made just 8 catches for 203 yards and a TD in 1968 as the Cats finished in third place and lost to Toronto in the East semifinal. It was his last season in Steeltown. The 34-year-old left Hamilton to play for Winnipeg in the 1969 season, his 14th and last in the CFL. Grant retired with 329 catches for 6,542 yards. His 54 total touchdowns are the fourth most in franchise history, and his 51 receiving TDs trails only Earl Winfield in a Ticats uniform. He played in a record-tying 9 Grey Cups and won 4 times. Grant passed away in 2011 at the age of 76. Tommy Grant, who became a Canadian Football Hall of Famer in 1995 and was inducted onto the Ticats Wall of Honor in 2010, is a true legend. Thank you so much for watching Legends. If you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up icon, leave a comment. I'm going to see you next Tuesday when the next installment of Seasons comes out right here on this channel. Until then, Oskee Wee Wee.